Hey guys, and welcome back to Reality Group Chat. I am one of your hosts, QT.
Oh, I'm the other host, Daniel Guzmano.
And I'm the other one, Jordan.
Do you want to give a last name?
Get the intro together.
What about a last
Just Jordan, not Jordan Staff, not okay.
Oh no, they know.
That's Big J
They
to
know.
you.
That's Big J to you.
Period. Okay guys, well, welcome back. We are so excited for this episode. The first episode we did of Reality Group Chat was our cast analysis before we ever saw these people actually on the screen. So that was fun to speculate about what was going on, but now we've had a week of getting to know these people, watching episodes, watching feeds, all the things. We know that Rachel Riley is in the house. That was our mystery house guest. Very exciting. So I'm excited to talk about these people now after watching them. I think we probably all have some differing opinions than we had in our initial episode about how some of these people are playing the game. So we'll go through the people, we'll go through the 3 episodes that we've had so far.
Yeah.
And a little live feed tea at the end of it all. But overall, how are you guys feeling about this season so far? It's 27.
I think it's chaotic. I said this to QT a little bit before we started. It is so, and oh God, this is going to sound so like, I don't know, bad of me, but I think it is so easy to make it to jury. I really do. It's very easy to make it to jury. And these players are making it so much harder on themselves. Diva, sit back on the couch, sit in the bed, do not speak, build the relationships, build the alliances. That is what you're supposed to do in pre-jury, and then cash those checks in once jury hits. Then you're like, hey, I've been loyal to you, I've been good to you. Now we need to get the game going. Why people doing too much and trying to reinvent the wheel? I don't understand it. Pissing me off.
No, but I love it. And I saw a tweet that was like, this last season of Big Brother undid the damage that season 16 did in the sense of like how people play, because there was so much like chaotic people last season and the fans loved it. Now everyone's playing this crazy game, which, hey, bad gameplay, but great TV. And like the entertainment factor is like amazing already. And we didn't even see the first like 4 nights of feeds, and everything was still cracked coming on like feeds. So
no, truly, I thought that because we didn't get night 1 feeds, I thought that it was going to be really boring once we got on, because after like a few days, you know, things start to settle. But no, it felt like it was night 1. Like things were moving around like crazy. It felt like everyone was still getting to know each other. So I agree with Daniel that these people are making it harder on themselves than it probably has to be, but like Jordan, I enjoy the chaos.
I agree with that.
It keeps it entertaining, because I hate, especially being live feeders, like I hate watching live feeds and it's just boring. No one's doing anything. Right. Or like sometimes it's fun to watch like the Kumbaya and when everyone's just like together all the time and stuff. But I like when they like break out into little like rooms and start strategizing and talking, and then that person goes into another room and tells someone else about it. And that's exactly what's happening. So very messy, but fun to watch.
I agree. Gameplay-wise, bad. Entertainment value, high. And I'm okay with that. As a viewer, I'm okay with that. If I was in the house, I'd be like, what are my divas doing? Clock it, lock it.
Speaking of our divas, is there anyone that you guys are surprised by, like that you maybe like a little bit more or don't like as much as you thought that you would?
Yeah, how much time do we have?
Oh, no. I know.
Let me say this and speak this loudly. CBS casting, they literally go across America and they say, let's find the worst gay in America, and then they cast them. Like it happens season after season. And you know what, CBS, no, I can't say it. Actually, I'll say this. You can edit it out if it's honestly too bad. But it's like, you wonder why they're trying to take our rights away when you're casting people. Like, I just have to be honest. Sorry. First we had Heisem. Heisem was dirty, vicious, and vile. Then you have Jimmy. The only thing fake about me is these glasses.
Practiced. Oh my God. And he practiced so many times on the feeds too.
It was so bad. And I'm like, this is why they hate us. Like, I get it. I can't even be angry at America for hating gay people because you cast people like Jimmy and then everybody thinks we're all like Jimmy. I can't handle it. He literally wants to run the thing. Oh, I'm gonna run Vinny's game. It is day one, Diva, and you somehow think like you have this chokehold on Vinny. Like, what is going on here? The delusion is crazy. I don't know how you have a job. I can't stand him. He's actually
Someone made a
literally
TikTok comparing us, and I saw it this morning, and I was like, please, for the love of God.
Comparing you and Jimmy?
Yes. Like,
Oh
pictures
my
with the
gosh,
bandanas
I
on,
do
same
that.
level of sound. Yeah. Ashley,
Honestly, iconic.
what happened with
Ashley.
that? What
Ashley,
happened
that's
with
a
that?
flop. That's a flop.
Yeah, I thought so. Obviously, watching the first episode, when Ashley gets nominated because of Showergate, which
Yeah.
we can talk about,
Yeah.
everyone just upset about Ashley for taking a long shower in Vinny's HOH bathroom. Yeah, I was like, oh gosh, like, girl, you can't. I don't think Showergate was as bad as people were trying to make it
No,
seem, but
100%.
any little thing, especially in that first week, is a means to nominate someone. So I was like, you have to play it safe and like don't do anything weird. Like just go with the flow. Don't do anything out of the norm of what everyone else is doing. So I don't know. And then the way she handled it, the way she like went up to Catherine and was talking to Catherine about like, I heard that you're talking about this and that you're mad at
Yeah.
me for the shower
Yeah.
thing or whatever. And then she goes to Vinny. So I felt like she handled it really wrong. Then when feeds came up, it felt like she was in a really good position. Obviously she won the veto. So we were able to see, I don't know, I guess her play the game a little bit more from a position of power because she wasn't like Showergate didn't matter. She wasn't going to go home. And I thought she was doing really good because she was talking to a lot of people. Everyone seemed to be including her in things. And then it started to go downhill again where I feel like sometimes maybe she talks too much and it's like, okay, just observe sometimes and listen to what other people have to say. So I've been like up and down with her, but I fear that she's not long for this game.
But and you know what I'm going to say, though, is I do not believe Showergate was actually deep. I think, Jordan, you sent us in the group chat where it was only 30 minutes. I think Julie Chen said it was only a 30-minute shower, and then the rest of it was talking to Vinny. Here's the thing. I think the house guests are smart for putting a spotlight on this and a magnifying glass on it because, again, the week one, anybody but me. So if I was in there, I would be like, oh, my God, like that was so rude and disrespectful. Like imagine like giving someone their shower. Like he was probably tired. Like I would feed that flame as well because that's one other person that isn't me that now is in contention. So I think some of the regulars are taking this too deep. Like I don't think anybody is like Ashley's the worst human being I've ever met because she took a long shower. I think the players are smart by being like, ooh, let's put a big spotlight on this and keep bringing it up so it is not me and it's not my name and blah blah blah. Because if she didn't win veto, I think she would have gotten booted high key. I 100% think she did.
Yeah.
Also, the producers calling the veto meeting when she was in the shower.
Yeah.
No, iconic.
That's TV.
Iconic.
That's literally TV right there.
Yeah.
I love. Should we go through the episodes
Yeah.
a little playback and like say what we were thinking?
Yeah.
I don't have notes on the first episode, but the first episode we basically just meet everyone. We find out that the mystery house guest is Rachel Riley, which iconic. How are you guys feeling about that? Excited to see her on the screen.
Amazing.
This is what we thought was going to happen. But
Yeah. I'm so happy. I wonder who else was shortlisted to be in there. I feel like Jimmy was definitely cast because of Rachel, so that makes me think she's been locked in for a long time. But
yeah,
was she the only person they called? I mean, I'm happy about it. Great choice, but I'm just curious, like how that all went down.
She did an interview a few months ago. I want to say like 2 or 3 months ago. And she hinted at the fact that like she's definitely going to be on our screen soon.
Ooh.
So I feel like she knew from then possibly. She was like, no, like I will be on your screen soon.
Rachel, it's an interesting choice. Number one, she's in my little draft pick that we did. So I live. So I'm like, whatever, F these hoes. But it's interesting because she's such a polarizing character and she's just so in your face. I would almost love to see how she would play the game if it was an 18 again, where we brought in 4 returnees, where she could kind of hide behind because she's a winner. She's very loud. She wasn't like a low key winner. Like she's iconic. She's on the Mount Rushmore Big Brother players. So I'm nervous for her because I do want her to make it far. Like I think she's great TV. I think she's very smart. It's going to be so hard if she's the only one. And I'm like, I don't know how that's going to bode well. I mean, any winner, you bring back any winner, it's going to be hard. You bring back only one winner and it being Rachel Riley. I'm like, I don't even know how she's going to make it to jury.
I think
Yeah.
she will make it to jury. I think that she knows how to talk. She knows how to position herself to like really like pull the target off of her. She's not doing like a Paul BB19 where he's like
Yeah.
the star. You know what I mean? Like when he came back. So I think there's no way she's winning, but she's gonna do fine.
Hey, not too much on Miss Rachel Riley. She can be the first 2-timer. Don't get it twisted.
I definitely don't agree with the fact where she's like, if I'm final 2, I'm not gonna win. I think if she's final 2, she is gonna win.
No, but she's smart for saying that, though. She's smart for saying that.
Yeah, smart for saying that. It will be interesting to see how these people play out, because some of them seem to be like they want a new person to win, obviously, because they're a new person as well, so everyone would say that. But yeah, I mean, like, it's iconic. If Rachel Riley makes it to final 2, you have to give her props, but it will depend on how the season plays out and what the person who's sitting next to her has done.
Right.
I will also say this, QT, and I don't know if you clocked it, but the whole time I was like, why is she picking Amy? Like, Amy is just such like not a good final 2. And then it literally hit me where I'm like, oh my God, Amy is her Portia. It's literally whatever it was, Portia, whatever the fuck it is. I'm like, oh my God, that's literally what she's, her mind.
I know.
Her mind.
I related it to in BB16, like Derek having Victoria, you know, like it's that like person that you just kind of bring to the end because you know you'll win against
but it literally hit me. I'm like, oh my God, we're living 14 or 13, whichever one she won again. I'm like, we're literally reliving it in front of our eyes. I'm like, that is literally Portia. Like that is what is happening here to bring her to the end. I see it happening, and I love her for it. Her mind.
I love them together though. Like I love that little duo. What is the alliance called again?
I actually really like Amy. She's very emotional, but she's fun to watch with Rachel. I like that Rachel has someone like that.
Same. Yeah. And it seems genuine.
Yeah. Okay, so then also in episode 1, so we get Rachel Riley coming in, and then the reason why she's at least safe for the first week is because Big Brother tells her that she is safe for the first week. She's going to be a have-not, but being a have-not grants you safety this week. And she was able to start a little like chain to pick the next 3 have-nots. So Rachel, I believe, picks Will?
Yeah. Right? Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, okay, so Rachel picks Will. I'm still not 100% sure why she went for Will. Will picks Zach, and Zach picks Ava. So in the episode, I thought this part was kind of funny. Zach is like Zach clearly wants to be in a showmance. He said it like 10
100%.
times in like 10 minutes in the first episode. And so he's looking at all the beautiful ladies, Catherine, Lauren, Morgan, all these people that he could possibly pick. And then he looks over to Ava, and Ava like puppy dog eyes slowly puts her hand up because she wants to be a have-not and be safe, and he falls for it and picks Ava. So Ava's our last have-not of the week. So those 4 people are safe and living in the have-not room together. How do you guys feel about the have-not room this year? It's an interesting
I like it. I think it's smart.
Yeah, but
it looks like a jail cell with like the beds are in the shape of
the bodies. Yeah,
Yeah, I do feel like the beds are too easy though. Like in the past, the have-not like beds have literally been like, what is it, like dentist chairs, like some awful stuff. And this is actually a bed.
I think in the past we've seen some like really crazy have-not beds. I think in 18 it was the little go-karts, you know what I'm saying? The little bumper carts, and then we've seen dentist chairs. So I mean, at this point, all they have to do is like shove some pillows together in the mattress, and then it'll all be like comfy and fine and whatever. But I don't know. I don't know if they look comfy, but the fact that they have to be in that little thing, I'd be like, what? This ain't working for me. I'm a little weird sleeper, so I'd be pissed.
I'm a weird sleeper. I also like am very chaotic when I sleep, so I could not just stay in one position. I'd be falling off the bed every time. I need to be on one of the ones on the floor for sure.
I would so be a have-not easy. I'd be like, but honestly, Ava's so iconic with that little Russian hat she has going on. Like she just looks like a little Russian soldier. And I need her in the end. I'm gonna be honest. I need her in the end. I'm not playing. Don't piss me off.
Oh yeah, she's so good. I'm obsessed with her. She is so funny. The way she was talking shit about Keanu, I was just living the entire time.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
so let's go on to second episode. Episode 1, it's like clear. We're just meeting these people. We get the have-nots. Rachel Riley's there. Blah blah blah. Vinnie's HOH. Okay, great. Then we have our Sunday.
Nominees.
Episode.
Nominees were.
Oh yeah, sorry. Nominees were Ashley, Zay, and Amy.
Period.
Yeah. So
And
that's how
honestly,
we
as
ended
it should be. I don't know why I don't know why Amy was so like, if you put her up, like, I might as well just leave the game. I'm like,
Yeah.
Diva, like, what are we, like, again, you've known these people because I think HOH was like that night or the next, or the nomination ceremony. It's the second day. I might as well just leave. Diva, then get the hell out of here. Also, I just want to touch on her being the little saboteur or whatever you want to call it, her little.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah. Let's wake that back up because these house guests are stupid. There is 9 women in the house, and you think that the saboteur is a male? Do you guys not understand how production fucking works? Wait, but who's my little country bumpkin from Lafayette? I think she clocked it. What's her name?
Lauren.
Lauren. I think Lauren clocked it. God bless her. God bless her heart. She literally clocked it. She was like, I don't think it would be a girl because, or I don't think it would be a guy because then it would be really outnumbered. It'd be 9 against 7. What? Yeah. And they, I can't. That pissed me off.
Yeah. So in episode 1, we find out that there's a saboteur, and that's the person that like turns the lights off, hides the HOH relic, et cetera, et cetera. But we're left not knowing who the saboteur actually is. So Twitter was going crazy trying to find it out. There's so many like sleuths literally like rewinding the episode, pausing things. Yeah. A lot of people thought that it was Morgan because she had a lot of DR sessions or something like that.
Sure.
Some people thought, I forgot who else. There was another person that a lot of people were saying.
I was just doing it based on like archetypes. Like I was like, I don't think you're gonna do this because I think Big Brother would actually cast them. So I was viewing it from the standpoint of who is kind of a throwaway archetype. Is given since you're bringing Rachel Riley back, Rachel Riley, a mother, blah blah blah. Yeah. That kind of fills the gap. So it kind of almost makes sense why it was Amy because similar archetypes coming together.
Yeah,
I mean, there was no way she was gonna fail that. Like, they definitely production had to have told her like exactly. Okay, so when you walk in, it's gonna be right here.
Correct. No, they showed her that.
Here, gave her a map like 100%. But I wonder, is this gonna be something that's continuing on? Like, is she still gonna have a role in this during the season, or is this just like an episode 1 thing that's done?
Yeah, I wonder if it's like America's Player type of thing, like where it's all season long, or if it was just for that one episode and then now she's in. Okay, so we start the Sunday episode, second episode, we start with everyone in the house trying to figure out who the saboteur is, because so we're starting with 17 house guests instead of 16, and they want to get one of the house guests out, and if they all come together and figure out who the saboteur is, that person will leave immediately and they'll be down to the number that it normally starts with. But it seems like everyone thinks that it's either Zay or Riley as the saboteurs. Riley because he like went to the bathroom at an inopportune time that they felt like maybe that's when he like pressed a button or something. Zay, I still don't know why they thought it was Zay. I'm not sure. Because I think they said Zay was sitting the closest to the HOH relic, so he would have been able to push it down when the lights went off or something like that. I don't know, but they're all wrong because it ends up being Amy, and we rewind and see Amy going into the house. I will say too, in the first episode, me and my mom were watching it and we were like, why is Amy's so much? Like, she was very energetic and like all over the place, but I think now knowing that she was the saboteur, it was like overcompensating 100%. Because she was just so nervous 100%. And jittery to get everything done. So she had to hit the timer under the stairs when she first came in. She had to pull the lever upstairs by the like upstairs DR to let Rachel Riley in. And it's like a hidden lever. It's like a light that she pulled down. And then when everyone's sitting down and the lights turn off, she had a little remote in her pocket that she had to press in order to hide the HOH relic. So she did everything honestly very smoothly. I wonder what it was like. I mean, obviously being there with her too, no one noticed. So it seems like she was very much a sleuth and was able to get it all done.
I also think just her being a single mom, older, like people just aren't going to suspect it. I think people are going to have that like prejudice in the background of like, oh, I don't know if she'd be that smart to do it, given moms are like the smartest and strongest bitches in the world. Don't get it twisted. But I think people come in with that preconceived notion, and just her, she kind of was acting aloof of like, oh my God, this and this, oh my God. Like, and I think that was very good gameplay on her end. Girl just needs to stop being so emotional. Like, I know you're a mom, lock it and clock it. Like, I can't be doing this all season. Like, I need you to buck up for Rachel Riley. Don't piss me off.
Yeah, we need her to be a good ally for our girl Rachel.
Correct.
Yeah. And then Then we get Jimmy saying that he feels like he has Vinnie in his pocket. So even though Vinnie is the HOH, Jimmy feels like he's running that thing. And I will say, even on feeds, Jimmy runs that HOH room. Jimmy is taking meetings in the HOH room when Vince is not even there. Like, that is Jimmy's HOH. Let me tell you, it's kind of crazy.
Jimmy taking meetings is wild. Like Jimmy just
Yeah.
be like, it's giving Godfather of like, you come in a time of need, like whatever. And I'm just like, Jimmy, I actually can't stand you. Like I literally can't stand you. You're terrible. You're horrific.
Then we get the triple threat alliance with Jimmy, Mickey, and who is the third person? I can't remember. Do you guys know?
Well, I don't remember.
I don't remember.
We'll put
I
it on
don't
the
even think it
screen.
matters because all alliances from week one just like are crumbling anyway. We
Yeah.
also get the Mom Squad alliance between Rachel and Ashley,
Yeah.
and or sorry, not Rachel and Ashley, Rachel and Amy.
Yep.
They bond about being the only two moms in there, and yeah,
Mhm.
it's an like we said earlier, a very interesting pick for Rachel. But to Daniel's point, it's her Porsche.
It's her Porsche. It's her. I think it's Porsche. I think whatever. Who cares?
Yeah, I'm like Porsche.
Okay.
So yeah, interesting combo, but we love to see it. Yeah, they want to get the strong guys out.
Which like that checks. I mean, given the fact that I don't even know why Zay even got put up to begin with, if we're going to be completely honest. Like, I just think I don't even know where that name came from, but that was crazy. I'm still just thinking about it. I'm like, that was wild.
Yeah, I think that Vince just didn't have a concept of like who he was going for, so he went with anyone. Well, obviously he did Ashley because of the shower gate. Everyone was saying Ashley's name. He also felt like Ashley didn't trust him. Why should she? It was day one. I don't know. He does Amy because Amy said that if Ashley goes up, she wants to go home. Like,
that was.
I don't know why you would say that.
Yeah,
And
I
then
don't know.
Zay, I think, was just another person that was kind of like, I don't want to go up, but if you have to put me up, I guess. He like didn't fight back hard.
Zay, when you come in looking like that and you are that like strong and physical and like, what are you doing, Diva? Like, what are you doing being like, put me up? If your ass is hitting the block, you better expect to go home. Like, that's all I have to say about it. Like, when you look like that, there's no hiding. People will be like, y'all, he's too big. He's too meaty. He's too beefy. Like, Gavin, dumb. Even though, and we're going to talk about it, the Veto upcoming, he was eating in the Veto, low key.
Yep.
Period. So Amy tells Ashley that people are talking about her and the whole showergate thing. Amy immediately goes to Ashley, so we see that bond start to connect. I think on feeds we're able to see even more that like Amy, Ashley, and Rachel are very much a trio together. Ashley kind of like bops around to different people, but it seems like, especially on the first night that we got feeds, that those three were heavily together. So Ashley decides to confront Catherine about being the one kind of spearheading Showergate. And Catherine's like, I literally couldn't care less. Like, hate this. But where Ashley messes up is Catherine feels like, why are you coming up to me and like trying to make this a thing and start drama? And
the conversation the conversation was so uncomfortable to watch because you could tell it was like it was like, oh, this isn't a big deal, but you could just tell in the energy that like she was mad, and this was like confrontation rather than clearing the air.
But she's a lawyer. But she's a lawyer. Like, you know how to speak and you know how to like take charge of a room. And it just seems like any bit of like social awareness is like flown out the window. It's just kind of like, baby, it was a big deal, and then you like put fuel to the fire. And if I was them, like, I would have just apologized. I would have gone to people, oh my God, like, I had no idea. Like, just be dumb and be sad. And I feel like if she did that, if she played like, oh my God, like, this is so embarrassing, like, I had no idea, like, I'm so sorry, like, I think people would have much more leeway with her and would be like, oh my God, babes, listen, it's really nothing. People are just trying to find something day one, blah blah. But I would play up the tears, play up the emotions. It's day one. Nobody knows shit on shit. Like, that's what I would do.
Singling someone out was just not the right move
was crazy. Was crazy.
Yeah. Weird decision. But I feel like Ashley's like that. She's like, she has something in her head and she just has to do it and has to approach the person and confront them. But in a game like Big Brother, like, that's maybe not the best choice. Then later in the episode, we see that Vinnie, our HOH, wants to work with Kelly, and they have a conversation about being final two. But then, oddly, in that conversation, Kelly also offers to be a pawn. Crazy. Like, babes, pawns go home. I think it's very clear that Kelly is not a big fan of the show. We've seen in live feeds, she said that she barely has even watched an episode. And
Did you hear what she said in the diary room? It was the third episode. She was like, I was just told that pawns go home. I was like,
oh my God. And it's like, if
She
you've
said that in
seen
the episode.
one
she
season
said
of
in the
Big
episode,
Brother.
I grasped my imaginary pearls and I was like, no way she just did it. She's like, so I was just told pawns go home. I'm like, who told you, bitch? Like, who let you go? Who gave you the secret sauce and the secret? Like, I just, even if you don't know the show, I don't understand how that's like a smart thing. Like, I just like, I don't
Right.
care who you are. I don't know in what universe you're like, well, if I do go up as a nominee, I could go home. So I
Yeah,
either push for that or I push to not be on the block. Like, I don't.
Yeah. At the end of the day, going on the block means you have the opportunity to go home before any of the other people that are not on the block. So
Yeah.
whether you know the game or not, you should not
But
be offering to be in that position.
but we're not being nice because again, she's Amish. She doesn't have TV. She doesn't have television. Like, she doesn't know any better. She probably finally got to watch TV when she was in sequester right before the show started. So I'm gonna give my girl Kelly a pass on that one because I understand like they don't have TVs over there, so it's all good. You're okay with me, Kelly. You're all good.
I can't. Yeah, Kelly, a little bit chaotic. Okay, Vinny has a conversation with Keanu. So this whole episode, we're just getting like Vinny having conversations with people, trying to see who he's going to eventually put up. Keanu obviously brings up the Ashley thing. Ashley walks in. I feel like how the episode or the producers tried to spin this episode too is that like Vince was trying to have conversations with people, and every time he was having a conversation, Ashley walks in and keeps asking, like, am I next? Can I go next?
Yeah.
What I will say is that it looked really bad on the show, and if that's how it actually happened in real life, then she shouldn't have done that. But I think that it could be possible that she was waiting an hour in between each conversation, and Vinny kept being like, you're next, and then someone else would walk in and she's like, well, I'm trying to go to sleep, like, can I go now?
Yeah,
And because everyone was talking about Ashley, Vinny kept trying to push her out because he was trying to get more information. So I just don't like that Vinny in his like diary room was like, why does she keep walking in and she doesn't trust me and I don't understand. It's like, well, of course she feels paranoid. You're telling her she's next and not actually letting her be the next person to come in.
Yeah, that 100% had to have been editing, the way it was like she walked in and then like 2 seconds later, because I'm sorry, if that was not editing, that is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Right, that's what I'm saying. If it wasn't editing, then yeah, she messed up.
But this is what I need to say. Well, because we saw, especially because I think Morgan was in there with her, right? Morgan. So we saw that, like, Morgan, she came in, Morgan was still in the room. Was her name Morgan? Who's the
Or I think it was Catherine.
Catherine, thank you. It was Catherine. Catherine was in the room. We see it again. She opens the door. But I'm also going to say this. Diva, you messed up. You messed up with that shower and blowing it up the way. If you needed me to wait till 7 o'clock in the morning, no motherfucking sleep or no mother effing sleep, you can believe it, sorry, I would be up, Red Bull and all, butt chugging that stuff. I'd be like, alrighty, whenever you need me. I would wait out where the little chest area is, like right outside the HOH room, wait for somebody to go up. I don't care. I'm not sitting here. I'm really tired. I really need to go get some sleep. Diva, you at the bottom. You ain't running this shit, baby. You ain't doing nothing. If you need me to wait out in the cold rain, shivering, pouring, hypothermic, and that's what I'm gonna do. Shiver, okay. I don't care. You ain't nothing. And so what's she doing here where she's like, I'm trying to go to bed. Baby, maybe if you didn't take that long shower, you would have gone to bed early, huh? Like I'm gagged over here. I've just said, like, I really need to go to bed. Bitch, you're about to be put on the block. And you're acting like you running? Don't, Ashley Diva. Go back to take the bar. Like, I can't. What are you doing? Being like, I love you. Like, I really want to go to bed. Am I working on your time? I would have, if I was Vinny, I would have lost my shit in the HOA. I would have literally been like, you don't even need to see me, Diva. You're going up. Or you're getting backboard. I don't care.
And that's what happens. He feels like he's doing too much, and then he ends up putting her on the block.
I can't.
So Sunday's episode ends with our nominations, which are Zay, Amy, Amy and Ashley. And then Wednesday's episode starts with Ashley confronting Vince about lying to her, which is true. All of the people that were in the HOH competition in day 1 agreed not to nominate each other. It was like Ashley, Vinnie, Jimmy, I forgot who else, but whoever was in it, Adrian, I think, they agreed not to nominate each other. And then obviously Vinnie still nominates her. So she has a whole long talk with him, is crying, all this stuff. It's like chaotic. He's telling her what she wants to hear, but then in the diary room saying other things.
But
What do you have to say, Daniel?
it was just because then she sits over there and then she was like, I'm gonna put you up on the block, like if it comes next week or whatever, like something like that. I'm like, I just want to scream, like, Diva, wake up! Like, what is going on? Like, you're on the block. You need votes.
You're not controlling things.
You need numbers. And you're like, well, I'm so angry. I'm going to be pissed off. Here's the thing. And this is, if I was Vinnie, I would have been like, Diva, all you had to do was sit and be quiet this week and literally not say anything. And there would have been no reason for me to put you up. But you've literally done the most. And I'm not going to piss off the rest of the house just to keep you happy over a little promise we made. Like, you turned psycho, and here we are. And you made the bed. Go lay in it. Like,
especially in front of everyone too. Like, right when the the nomination, she was instantly just like in front of everyone. It's just bad gameplay after bad gameplay after bad gameplay.
So bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
So bad. So Vince is surprised that Amy is a little more cool, calm, and collected than Ashley is. He expected the shift of like Amy being the one to act like this and Ashley not. But yeah, Amy's kind of taking it like a champ. She, I mean, obviously is upset and sad about it, but she wasn't like yelling at Vinnie or anything or getting upset with anybody. She just
how to do it.
She did it how she needed to.
She's a super fan of the show. She watches it with her kids. She knew what she needed to do, and I applaud her for that. I'm like, thank God you didn't cry, because I can't do that no more right now. Like, it's too much.
Which is surprising because she is known to cry.
She's a crier. She's a crier.
And then this episode was very showmance heavy. So I have in my notes all of the showmance things going on.
Thank you.
We have Zach wanting to be with Lauren. Lauren doesn't really want a relationship. She says she's never been in one. She has commitment issues, whatever. Riley likes Catherine. That one surprised me. I did not expect a Riley-Catherine showmance.
Oh, yeah.
Catherine doesn't seem to be really interested. She doesn't say it explicitly, but it seems like she's not turning her eye to him. And then Rachel is just trying to bring all these showmances together. Her mission is literally to get another Brenchel.
Yeah.
Rachel,
but you know what that is? That's strategy, because she knows if she makes more showmances, it puts the showmance instead of her mind. Her mind is so great. She'd be acting like Cupid up in here. I said, girl, I know your gameplay. Don't play with me. I see you.
Yeah, she's doing a fantastic job of like just trying to redirect all the attention away from her. And she's doing so good at it.
Love her.
So good. Love that girl. This is so random, but so funny. Adrian versus the laundry was hilarious to me. I thought this was a really fun segment where he's outside. I actually was watching this on feeds as it was happening live, and it was funny. And he's like walking with his weights in the backyard and keeps trying to start the laundry, and it keeps stopping, or like it's one of those newer laundry machines that literally sings to you when it's done or when something's wrong. And so he keeps going back to it, and I thought that was really funny. Adrian has surprised me in this season so far.
I agree.
His interviews were insane. He was saying he's the best player to ever play, even though he hadn't played before, and just like a lot of energy he brought to the interviews. But I think he's doing actually a really good job. I think he's in a great position. No eyes are on him right now. He's in enough things, but not really like the center of anything. So the things that blow up, he won't be affected by. But yeah, I really like Adrian.
Me too. It completely shifted my perception. Like he's also just doing a good job at also not being too big of a personality like I thought he was going to be. I thought that was going to be his biggest downfall, was being too much of a know-it-all, and he's not doing that. We'll see what happens as time goes on. That could still trigger within him, but right now, definitely for week one, doing way better than I expected.
He needs to keep that up, though. I like, because again, I hate cocky people. I just hate people who are like, I'm better than everybody. I hate it. Play a good game and just keep going. Just be like, okay, I made it through this week. What do I got to do next week? Okay, I got to set myself up. Do it that way. People will like you so much more. But I thought he was going to be in here like, I'm going to try to run this thing. I'm going to run Vinny's HOH, this and that. And he hasn't. So I'm like, keep that energy. But that laundry machine, it's very Gen Z. It's very me. I have called my mom out of country being like, I don't know how to use a laundry machine, so please help
Mine
me.
is now broke, sitting next to me right now. The door is locked and it keeps beeping every like 10 minutes, like beep, beep, beep. It's the BB curse.
Gen
That's
Z,
all I'm
Gen
saying.
Z is the washing machine. You heard it here first. We do not know how to do laundry, everyone.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I put in a
Can't
maintenance
relate.
request.
Okay, then we have Keanu and Rachel talking. It seems like they had a really good talk. It was emotional, very deep. It made me understand. So on the feeds, when before Vinnie did his renomination, when after Ashley won the veto, it seemed like Rachel was trying to make him not do Keanu. Like he had an idea of putting Keanu on the block, and
Yeah.
Rachel was like, no, you shouldn't do that. And I wasn't sure why, but this conversation made me think that maybe they were a little closer before feeds started than I realized once feeds were on. Because yeah, it was a great conversation. They both agreed to work together. Keanu has kind of gone off the rails since then, so who knows what's to come.
Yeah.
Another person working with Rachel is Jimmy, which is surprising. In episode 1, Jimmy said, we need to get Rachel out absolutely immediately. All these people are fangirling over her and we need her out the house. But now seems like they're working together.
For now. There is a blow up looming. Definitely at some point in this season, we are going to see a big Jimmy and Rachel fight. 100%.
Yeah, we are. 100.
Yeah, they had like a little fake one kind of that was like funny, but I think they were also throwing some jabs at each other. That were real there.
Like him coming for her clothing was a little crazy because like even if it is play fight, it's like you're disrespecting my clothes. Like what are you saying?
Literally calling her outfits ugly. Like
I don't
actually an outfit I'm wearing.
I think I hope he like woke up because again, if I was ever in the show, like you just need to have shields, have a shield, have another shield, have another shield, have another shield. And for Jimmy, he's already such a big personality. Why would you want to get rid of Rachel? Have that shield, have that shield, have that shield. Like push it in front of you, push it in front of you, push it in front of you. So maybe he like woke up, but like for someone who works in like the strategy sector of like the government, I'm very confused. Like the strategy ain't clocking. You're not clocking on business.
I think the other thing too is that like he probably felt that, and then all of a sudden it came out that Rachel is safe because she's a have-not for the week. So it's like, okay, we can't get her out this week, so better to have her on my side than be against her, because what if she ends up winning the next HOH? Like it becomes not as easy.
Yeah,
so it makes sense. I think Jimmy has a good eye for the game. I think he's just a little bit maybe more of that like egotistical kind of personality where he thinks he's right all the time. He needs to be the one spearheading the conversations. So that's what's off-putting about him. But I do think he understands the game better than a lot of people in this house this season, which I think will make him do pretty good.
I agree. I think one thing that he cares too much about TV. I think you can tell he knows the game, but he's caring too much about what's good TV, and that's not a good move at all. Week 1, you can you can do your little fight things later on, but doing that week 1 is crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Then we have a new alliance, the Heavy Hitters. This is with Jimmy, Zach, Vinnie, Rachel, Riley, Morgan. It sounds like I said Rachel Riley, but Rachel and Riley separately. Very interesting group of people. I would not expect, especially because Rachel is so close to Amy. The fact that she's not in it, it's like that right there. If I was one of the other people in it, would tell me that this is not a true alliance that's going to last, because anything we say, Rachel's going to tell Amy probably. So yeah.
I mean, the problem is I don't know why they're so avidly together. Like, I think it is so great to have one person on one side of the house and have your number 2 on the complete other side of the house. Like, I think that's such a good idea. It's just, they're so public. Like, how is it week 1 and everybody is like, we know you're going to keep Amy. We know you're going to keep Amy. Like, why are we doing that? Why do the divas know that? I would play that so low key. But I do agree with you. About if I was, I'd be like, well, Amy's probably gonna know all this shit, so we got to make sure we're careful of what we say. Unless they don't think it's that deep, I don't know how deep they think it is. I don't watch the feed, so
I think a few of the people in that alliance
have an idea,
are still connected, but I don't think the alliance as a whole is actually doing anything. Like I don't see any of them. I don't see the whole group meeting together, but like Jimmy and Vinnie are close. Rachel's also close with Jimmy. Zach and Morgan are close. Riley, I don't know where Riley stands with this group of people. Riley
He's in the
kind of
middle.
is all over the place, but
Yeah.
in like a good way.
Yeah, he's
I
in the
guess.
middle, and no one's looking at
Yeah.
him because like he's funny, but he's sweet, but he's not. He doesn't look that athletic, even though he's a bull rider. So I think right now is like way on the back burner of like people are like, we don't really need to touch him. Like he's not going to make waves. He's not going to do much. Like he's definitely going to make it to jury. I would be shocked if he didn't.
Yeah, kind of same with Will. Will is playing a good game too, like not
He
doing
is.
too much, setting himself up good, like in the middle. Like I think Will has a good shot of going far too.
Yep.
Yeah. Then we get players. I'm going to try to go a little bit fast so that we can wrap things up. Okay, the players that get picked for the veto are Ashley, Zay, and Amy, obviously are on the block, and then Rachel, Zach, and Vinnie, who's the HOH. This is the same veto competition as in BB21, their first veto competition, where I think it was their first veto, where you have to like sniff something, smell it, match it to whatever thing.
Yeah.
Seems like an interesting competition because your sense of smell has to be really on, and like who knows if you're good at that until you have to do something like this. And then Ashley wins the veto, so obviously she takes herself down, and then Vinnie ends up nominating Kelly because she literally volunteered to go on the block.
Yeah,
again.
What's up with that? I'm so sorry. That is just the craziest thing ever. And also Vinnie going along with that, he's a fan of the show, he's a feeder. Why would you also put up your number one ally? That makes zero sense.
I want to say one quick thing backpedaling, and this is to anybody if you're listening who eventually goes on a Big Brother season. If you want to win a veto like this, listen up, write this down, and then come on the pod and thank me later. In that video comp, I'll say this very quickly. If you have two that you know are for certain, do not waste your time and figure out the third one. Just place hit, place the button, hit, check. Why are we wasting our time? Zay sat there and was like, I gotta go find what the third one is. Ashley, I gotta go find the third one. I'm really confident on the first two. I just don't know the last one. What are you? Stop pissing me off. Take the effing plane. And then you guys are like, I'm really sure that the shoe prints this. I'm really sure that this. I don't know the smell. Bitch, how many of them are like, I think it is this shoe print at this fucking. There might be three. Like, we're wasting time. Anyways, if you want to win a veto, only focus on the first two, then plop the third ones in. To what you were saying, Vinnie, why are you putting up your number one alliance member? That doesn't make sense at all. He just didn't want to get more blood on his hands, but you have to do the risk analysis in your head of, is it worth low-key pissing one person off or losing my number one alliance member here today? Given, I'm going to be honest, I don't think she was ever going to go home against Amy, and I don't think she was going to go home up against Zay. So it was but I don't watch the feeds. So it's a little bit of a safe bet, but Kelly was so in the corner, in the bottom, whatever. Like, I think Amy would have gone home over her. So I don't think it was the craziest risk since we have 17 people. There's a lot of stuff going out there. I just would have never done it. I would have figured out a different way, figured out a different thing.
It's just
nobody's.
Round one, like week one HOH, you have the opportunity to set yourself up so well in the house, make so many deals with people, like just bring in a lot of information, and he did not do much of that, in my opinion, at all.
Would you guys win HOH week one?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think it sets you up so perfectly for the rest of the game if you do it right and use it to your advantage. I think the problem is a lot of people don't do that. So people that are casual watchers of the show will be like, I can't win first HOH. That first HOH always gets sent home or is like too chaotic. But if you do the right thing with it, I think you can actually make it very far.
There's a good statistic on people who win first HOHs and win the show. Like, there's a stat out there. I forget what the percentage is, but it's actually a pretty high percentage. But I agree with you, Kyuchi. You need to know how to play it. You need to not piss off the right people because you can get into those big majority alliances early on that can push you to the end of the game. I agree.
Yeah. And I think Vinnie, even though Vinnie has been playing a horrible game this week, he's still in a better position than a lot of people because he's the first HOH. So I think regardless, it helps you. But if you're able to wield the power in your advantage, which you should be, then you can make it really far.
I agree.
Okay, so at the veto ceremony, of course, Jimmy gives his crazy speech. He stands up, says the only thing fake about him are these sunglasses, blah, blah, blah. But Keanu kind of ate him up. So he's going against Keanu because he found out that Keanu was saying bad things about him around the thing. Keanu we find out like follows Ava around randomly. Ava feels like anywhere she goes, he pops up. And so she tells Jimmy that Keanu was saying that we need to get Jimmy out. And so Jimmy stands up at the veto ceremony, says, only thing fake about me are these sunglasses. Keanu ate him up and said, how long did that take you?
And because it's so real. It's so real.
It actually, so watching feeds. So Daniel doesn't watch feeds, so we have to update him on everything. So this is for anyone who hasn't watched. Jimmy went around that morning to almost every single person he talked to and was like, okay, this is what I'm going to say. And then he puts the glasses on and he's like, the only thing fake about me are these sunglasses. And he practiced it maybe 10 times before.
And number one, it's giving like Bad Housewives. Like I remember there was that one housewife who was like, the only thing fake about me is my leg. And it was like this, I don't know if you guys know that clip, but there's a housewife who doesn't have a leg and she puts her, no, it's a thing. But I also say this, I do not think that was a good move by Ava. I do not at all, because if I'm Keanu, I'm going to be like, where did he hear that from? Like, how did he find that out? The only person I told that to was Ava. And like, but Keanu likes Ava. So like, if it ever got back to Keanu that it was Ava that told Jimmy, I just don't think I would have risked it right then and there. I get the part of like, let's divide, but like, he only told you. So if I'm Keanu, I'd be like, oh, Ava's the one who told Jimmy.
Well, so what's interesting about this on feeds is that actually watching the episode made me realize that Jimmy got it from Ava, because Keanu believed that Morgan was the one that told Jimmy, because Morgan and Jimmy are very close on feeds, and so it looked like to Keanu that Morgan was getting information from Keanu, because Keanu also told Morgan this stuff, and then all of a sudden he sees Morgan and Jimmy hanging out all the time, so he felt like it was that. Then at one point he felt like maybe it was Rachel, like Morgan told Rachel and Rachel told Jimmy because Rachel and Jimmy are close. I don't know. Keanu gets in his head about everything and goes all over the place, but he ended up realizing that he was wrong about both those things, and he still didn't, he just said that he was back to square one because he still didn't trace it back to Ava. So watching the episode, that was the first time I realized that Ava maybe is the
okay, well then good for Ava. If she can't get caught, good for her, because it is smart to have people go at each other, because again, I'm not going to spoil next week, so never mind. Anyways.
Okay, so then Thursday episode, basically a big thing to know is that we have the blockbuster competition for the first time. We have Kelly, who was the renomination. Kelly, Amy, and Zay competing. They had to do some kind of like puzzle thing. It was similar to one of the
last
year, where they have to like scramble the letters together on the screen to make a phrase and then put whatever product.
You remember last year they were so bad at it that they started unscrambling the words.
They gave them the numbers. They gave them the words. They were like 1, 2, and 3. I was like, we saw Emerald. I was with Jordan. We were in the bar, and I remember we saw with Emerald, and like the first word we couldn't get correct, but I was just like. And Zay picked up if you look back at the episode, Zay picked up the crown and then he put it down, and I'm like, dang, you should have just locked it in and clocked it.
Yeah, so Kelly ends up picking up the crown, which was the correct answer, and wins it. She tries to put the crown on. I think production tells her, like, no, you need to leave the crown there. So she puts it back down. They go back into the thing, reveal that Kelly has won. There wasn't a lot of excitement, which probably means that people would have voted Kelly out if she was still on the block and maybe wanted that to happen. But it wasn't a thing of like when last year, forgot who it was, maybe Rubina won once or something like that. And everyone was like, yes,
oh yes. No, that was week 1, wasn't it? When Matt didn't win.
Yes.
And Angela was like,
yes. Right. So that was interesting. And then we end up getting Zay next to Amy. Zay's whole speech and thing is that we need to get Rachel Riley out. The best way to attack her is to get out Amy. I mean, what he's saying, like, makes sense. Like, go for Rachel's closest ally so that she doesn't have numbers in the game. But one thing about Rachel Riley is she'll always find a number. Don't worry about her.
Yeah, and it's also those speeches never really do anything. But I do agree. Like, he said what he needed to say to have a shot at staying in, but it wasn't going to happen.
But what he was stupid for is even before we see in the episode that he goes to Rachel and is like, I'm coming for you, like essentially. Like, And I'm like, again, you're on the block. You have no agency. You have nothing. You are at the bottom of the barrel, Diva, and you're going to go up here and making demands. It's giving Ashley again. Those two should just go and play a different game together because I don't know what wavelength they're on. I don't know what they're smoking. It is crazy that he's like, even though I'm on the block, Rachel, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
It's like, you need votes. You need votes. I hate dude, people are so dumb. I can't. I was happy he was gone. And he was on my bracket list. And I was like, Zay, you got to go. I can't. You're hot, but I can't do this.
Yeah, I was excited to see Zay leave. I don't need him in the house. I'm interested to see how things are going to play out from here. It feels like a very divided house, men versus women. A lot of people are saying. We'll see. It's a very fluid house. Everything's moving around. So it's going to be exciting to see in this next week what happens.
Yep, I'm excited. Who are we? Oh, so before we leave, who are we nervous for? Who do we think is set up good, and who is like, you're in danger, girl? Like you're nervous.
Okay, well, let's just say really quick. Spoiler alert. Spoiler. Say who the new HOH is.
Spoilers.
Wait, Daniel, do you know?
I Mama, unfortunately spoiled it for me, but it's fine.
It's okay.
I love her. It's fine.
Okay, so spoiler alert. Our new HOH this week is Jimmy. Woo!
With Jimmy. Go ahead.
I was going to say, with Jimmy as HOH, I'm nervous for, honestly, I don't even know.
Keanu?
Probably Keanu, yeah, but I'm not nervous for him because, like, I don't care if he leaves.
Same.
But that's probably who's going to be the target.
Is he going to put up Rachel? I know they're in an alliance, but I'm getting nervous.
I don't think so. I don't think he will. He's really good with her right now.
Good.
Maybe like a Keanu-Kelly combo.
Yeah, that would be easy.
Bring back Kelly on the block. Kelly from the block, please.
I mean, girl, she ruined her game week 1.
Yeah, I think Keanu is nervous this week. Do we think he could potentially put up Ashley again? I don't know if they're close.
Ooh, I don't know.
I feel like Ashley's almost something easy to do. I would piggyback off of the first HOH. If I'm not in an alliance with them, I would put up Kelly. I would put up Ashley because I'd be like, you can't hate both of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I would do.
Yeah, I think it's possible. Again, it's so fluid that I think there's some kind of alliance between Jimmy, Rachel, Ashley, Mickey's doing really good too.
Love Mickey. Love Mickey. Love her eating. Thank you.
So good. Yes, love no crumbs. She is iconic. So good.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this week. I mean, Jimmy being HOH, I think he's going to even further blow up his game. I would have not been HOH. I would have not been HOH if I was Jimmy. I'd be like, you've been doing too much, Diva. So it's going to be interesting. Also, I don't know if he'd like do something crazy, but what happens if he throws Vinnie up on the block? What happens if he's like, I'd be hearing you saying X, Y, and Z because now he's going to get all the tea and all the information. Yeah. So if there's inklings that Vinnie was not happy with Jimmy, it could be crazy.
He's very unpredictable, so we'll see.
I can't wait to see how this turns out. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be very theatric this week. So very exciting. But yeah, I think it was a good first week of BB27. I'm excited to see what comes next. It's going to be interesting seeing these characters settle in, understand the game a little bit more, and see how they navigate.
We said it last week, and we have to say it this week. Who are our winner picks now? Now that we've seen them sitting down, who is the winner pick for each one of us?
I think my winner pick's the same as it was, Mickey. I think she's going to take it.
Okay, I love Mickey. I do love Mickey. I'm honestly in between Vinnie and I'm going to say Rachel because I just like, I'm manifesting it and I'm manifesting it to a higher power. I'm going to say if I really had to choose, probably Vinnie. I think he's like set up good, but I'm also going to say Rachel because I'm manifesting the best for her. So we'll do one boy and one girl. How about that? So do one boy and one girl.
Okay.
Okay, my boy is going to be Will.
Same.
Okay.
I agree that Will was about to be my number one.
Yeah. Dang, y'all go. You're out with the Will train. Okay.
Everyone
he set up well.
Alliance.
He set up well. We're gonna have to see how game savvy he is later in the game. But if he gets a good hand on the game, he could really win.
Okay, so who's your girl pick, Jordan?
Ooh. I don't want to copy because I do like Mickey a lot. I'll say Morgan, just because Morgan has surprised me. I thought she was going to be balls to the wall gaming week 1, and she's kind of also set herself up decently. So I think she has potential.
Don't sleep on my girl Lauren. Don't sleep on my 22-year-old Lauren from Lafayette, Louisiana. Trust.
Lauren's not doing enough for me, man.
I think
need her to do
she's here. I think she's playing it smart. She's a super fan. She knows she doesn't need to do too much, and she's just kind of. That's what I think. That's what I think.
Yeah.
All right, you heard it here first. Our winner picks are in. Lock it and clock it.
Lock
Let's
it
see
out.
who's right and who's wrong.
Gorgeous.
All of us are wrong.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast, watching, whatever you're doing. We appreciate you so much. Thanks for all the love on our first episode.
Yes.
We're excited to just keep talking everything Big Brother BB. If there's anything specific you guys want us to talk about or see, let us know.
Should we
comment who your winner pick is?
Yeah.
Comment that for sure. Should we have our first guest on next week, maybe? For a little segment?
Are you ready for a little guest? Yes, we have a few options.
There's a few
We
little
do.
things there. Guys, make sure if you're not following, follow on Instagram wherever we're at.
Yep.
Is it just Reality Group Chat?
Reality
Yeah.
group. You
Reality
should
group
know
chat.
this.
Reality Group Chat
Reality
everywhere.
Group Chat. You can follow me at Daniel_Cusimano. Jordan, where can they find you?
At It's Jordan Staff.
And I'm at Quori-Tyler, Quorityler.
And don't forget it.
Zone.
Wait, so we'll see you guys next Friday. I'm so excited. I love you guys. I love everybody watching. Thank you guys.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.
See you next week.